Good morning, good people. Here we are once again at the Department of Career Services. Today is Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024. This is Department of Career Services, and today we are going to be asking the question about small woke minds. Small woke minds. But a little description of what we do. So what do we do here at Department of Career Services? Our goal is simple. It's to help you on your journey through life. That's it. No big deal. Actually, it is a big deal. But we're here to help you on your journey through life. This one-time journey through life. But we have a transcendent soul. Because we have a transcendent soul, it's not the end. So living as if this is la vida loca, not really a good plan if how you do here has any bearing on what happens next. And if you decide, I'll wait, give me chastity, but not yet. If that is your attitude, the problem is something could happen before you change. So you don't have a chance to change. And so what we do here is very simple. We provide tools for people on their journey through this life. We show you how to use the tools. The tools are provided by experts, and they're in 4 areas: physical tools, mental tools, emotional tools, and spiritual tools. And this podcast brought to you by Department of Career Services. This podcast is designed for people who are not successful and who are not believers. Because if you're successful, you don't need to learn to use the tools that we provide. You are welcome. Everyone is welcome, but it's not designed for you. So when you, if you are already successful or are already a believer, you should look at it with, okay, I get it. Okay, I see. I did it differently, and I think my thoughts are differently. But in other words, to be open-minded, not closed-minded, not small, not woke, not offended by other people. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit about. Becoming small and woke. Becoming such that you don't allow other people to have their opinions, and their opinions offend you. And you want to stop them from having their own opinions rather than, that's what you think? Okay, cool, good. I don't agree with it, but I do agree that you have a right to have your own opinion, even if it's wrong. And I have a right to express that I think your opinion is wrong. I don't have to agree with your opinion just because you have it. Just because you have an opinion, it doesn't mean it's valid. It doesn't mean it's right. It just means it's yours. So just as you have a right to have your opinion, I have a right to have an opinion about your opinion, and I can express what I want. So there we go. Let's see, today's topic is small woke minds. Small woke minds. And what do we have happening here? Advice from an 80-year-old. Look people in the eye. Right. Look people in the eye. Advice from an 80-year-old, something that doesn't happen much now. Mostly people do things behind other people's backs. Right? Okay. Seth Godin. Right. Let's jump into that before we talk about the issue of small woke minds, plasticity. It's pretty easy for some kids to switch gears. They can go from sad to ebullient in seconds. Yeah, that's true, kids next door. And switch context without much fuss. Others have more trouble. As we get older, our natural ability to thrive in new situation can decrease. But like a muscle or a skill, it responds to practice. Right, repetition, repetition, repetition. The same is true for organizations. As the world changes faster and faster, it seems clear that organizations that prize plasticity will thrive. There you go. There you go. Plasticity. Right. Kids can switch gears back and forth. As we get older, we get more firm, more rigid, small, woke. Yesterday was class number 2, my new course entitled Ministering at the Margins, going out to the margins to work with the people. Quite interesting. 9 people in the class, 6 women, 3 men, 3 people who are white Americans, and 6 people who English is their second language. People from all over the world. A woman from Costa Rica is in the class. A lot of different opinions. Become easy to be very woke, very small-minded, very opinionated. So yesterday I got a call from a guy. This guy called me, and he was talking about a problem in his family. His family is estranged from one another. They don't talk to one another. A lot of opinions. Yeah. They get upset with other people's beliefs. And his brother got accepted to law school. But the brother said, "Don't tell mom, because I'm mad at her. I don't want her to know." And the guy I was talking to said, "Well, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. Your mother has a right to know. Got accepted into law school. This reflects upon her, the sacrifices. You should be proud. You should be happy to let your mother know, to let mom know that you got into law school." "No, screw her. No, I don't want her to know. But don't tell her. Do not tell her that I got into law school. I'm going to be very mad at you if you tell her." Well, wait a second. You should tell her. Okay. No. So what does he do? He tells the brother, the guy I talked to, tells the mother, "Hey, mom, you should have a truce today. Put down the animosity towards brother. He got accepted to law school. You should just send him a little note saying congratulations. This is kind of a big day. It's a big day when you got a kid accepted into law school. Just you can resume the battle tomorrow. Just have a truce today, just to congratulate and do the polite thing, do the right thing. Congratulations." What does mom say? Mom should say what? "You know what? You're right. I don't have to stop being mad at my son. I can just say, well, congratulations, you got into law school. That's a big step. It's a big deal. It is a life-changing thing. If you actually go to law school and you graduate from law school, your life will never be the same as it was before. This is one of those momentous points." That's what mom should say. Should think it through. No. What does she do? "Stop telling me stuff about your brother. And I don't even want to talk to you now. Now I'm mad at you because you gave me this information about your brother. Now it's going to make me even madder." And who knows what she's madder about. Could be madder about his success. It could be matter about that she's not part of his life. It could be matter that she sees the stupidity and the negativity directed at the son. But so she gets upset at the son for saying he got into law school. He doesn't want him to tell mom. He finds out that he told mom. Now he's mad at the brother who's actually doing the right thing, trying to bring the family together, trying to say, put our differences aside. It's not that important in the big picture of life. Whatever you guys are fighting about is not really that important. What is more important is we are family. We share DNA. We are going through this life together, whether we like it or not. We do not gain by separating off. So this brother, the one I talked to, this brother's mad at him and the mother's mad at him. They're still mad at each other. So a day that should have been a great day got this person estranged to a level from the mother, because now she's mad at him and doesn't want to talk to this brother, feels she can't trust him. This brother feels the same way as the mother does. And this is the person doing the right thing. Small woke. The world is collapsing down to my view is the only correct view. And I have a right to be upset about your opinions. That's what wokeism is. Or at least part of wokeism is the right to be upset about what other people believe. And that, therefore, your beliefs need to change so that I'm not upset anymore. You don't have a right to say something that upsets me. Whereas in the old days, when I was growing up, people had a right to have whatever opinion they wanted. And you could accept it or not. But you accepted that they have a right to have their opinion. And somebody who was mature did not get upset by the opinions of others, especially when they did not impact them in any way. It's just an opinion they have. So this brother that I talked to had the opinion that all of us in the family should be celebrating this accomplishment. We're part of a family. We should be celebrating this accomplishment. Now, along those lines, boom, here's the book. First book we had to read. Here's the second book we have to read. The third book is even longer. Father Greg Boyle, Homeboy Industries. Boom, 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 boom. See anything in there? Well, the highlights don't really come out. But it's all about recognizing that we belong to each other. Does this family belong to one another? Yeah, they absolutely do. They forgot that. That would be Greg Boyle's point. These people forgot they belong to one another, not separate people who feel the right thing to do is to write other people off simply because they have different beliefs. And in this case, this is family. These are people related by DNA, people that have a shared background, people that to some extent will have a shared future. Mother, son, kids. Mother should be part of that, right? Because, one way would be to celebrate this son having kids includes part of grandma's DNA. Grandma now indirectly is part of the next generation. That's something to celebrate. Her DNA has been passed down to another generation that will last for another 100 years. And grandma should want to be part of this more than just DNA. Anyway, Let's see, how are we doing for time? We are at 14:46, 15 minutes in. Okay, today is a big day, big day, big day. A Vegas trip day. So, and I got to get on the Peloton. Okay, and with that, let's see, Wadabevi is getting ready for her move to Florida to be with her brother. There's Wadabevi Hood. Good morning. Good morning, Wadabevi. So we are going to cut it short. I do want to talk to you. Do you have time while I get on the Peloton? I'll rewatch my bed. What? I'll rewatch my bed. Interesting. Yes. Okay, good. I saw Maticus von Atticus last night after my class. These 3-hour Zoom high-intensity classes, you kind of have to down a little bit afterwards. Went to Walmart to get grapefruit. And guess who was there in Subway? Maticus von Atticus. So spent a little bit of time with him last night. And as such, he probably is he's probably in bed, sleeping in his air-conditioned room. Okay, cool. So anyway, that's it for today, people. Try to recognize becoming small and woke rather than bigger, broader, more expanding. And I can tell you this class, the class I'm in, ministering at the margins, is on the one hand, tools to do that. On the other hand, an internal change to want to be ministering with people at the margins. This is a high-level graduate school program where you got people who are pretty sharp, also people who have some, I would say, non-Copernican ideas, which are interesting. So with that said, let us go out, have a good day. Remember, fight the good fight, run the good race, have no regrets, do the things that make other people proud of you, do not diminish others, build them up, help them move forward. And with that, I will say sayonara. Sayonara. Okay, konnichiwa. And boom, bonk.